Mikelle Biggs, born on May 31st, 1987, was one of 4 children within the Biggs family. She was very good at school. She always got straight A's in classes and loved to draw. She had a younger sister named Kimber, and when she grew up, she wanted to be an animator at Disneyland, but she would never get this chance to make this dream a reality. On January 2nd, 1999, she and her younger sister, Kimber, thought they had heard an ice cream truck, so they went out on their bikes to get some ice cream with change in their pockets. They stopped and waited for the ice cream truck. After a few minutes, there was still no sign of the truck, and Kimber was getting cold, so she decided to go inside and get a jacket. Now, their house was only, I don't know how many houses down. I think it was 4 or 2. I don't know. 4 houses down. It may be 2. I don't know. But she looked back and saw her hair waving in the air and riding in circles. That was the last time she'd ever looked back and the last time she would ever see her sister, ever. When Kimber got back to her house, her mom noticed that she came back alone, so she sent Kimber back out to go get her sister. So Kimber shouted for Mikelle to come inside, but she didn't answer. She shouted again, but no answer. She started to get irritated, and she looked down and didn't see her, and she noticed something in the road. She walked closer. She noticed that Mikelle was nowhere in sight, and her bike was in the road with the tires spinning. She called out for her name and into the darkness and silence. She was a little scared and a little bit frustrated. She was thinking that she was just going to jump out and scare her, and she was over the prank that Mikelle thought was playing on her, but she was a little bit worried. So Kimber went back to her house and told her mom that she couldn't find her, but at this time, her mom wasn't super concerned. So she told her that she might be at a friend's house, so she sent Kimber there, but they have not seen her either. Then the oldest son of the friend's house agreed to take him to look for her sister. And Kimber took him to the place where they were at and looked, and they saw something shiny in the road. It was the quarters that Mikelle had gotten. And the oldest son of the neighbors told her to go tell her mom that Mikelle was missing. And so she went back to her house and told her mom that she couldn't find Mikelle. Now, her mom had friends over, and when she told her, she can see her mom's face growing pale. So they went out looking for her, calling her name, and her mom called her dad, explaining the situation. Her husband said that he was leaving and would be home as fast as he can. They used bloodhounds, but they lost her scent after only a few meters. This suggested that she had been taken away in a vehicle. Of course, the first few suspects were all the ice cream truck drivers in the area, but most of them were not in business, and those that were cleared as suspects. And then they turned to Mikelle's dad, Darian Biggs, who was later cleared as a suspect. But Darian did lots of things that made him look guilty, and he had failed a lie detector test that he volunteered to take. First of all, her dad lied about his whereabouts, and he said that her mom said that her dad was working by the time his daughter went missing. And when her mom called him to tell him the unfortunate news, he was not in the office. Then they turned to a man who lived close by to the Biggs family, D. Blalock. D was a hard-time handscaper and handyman, and he lived not far from where Mikelle took piano lessons. And D. Blalock said that he was watching a football game by the time she went missing, and his wife confirmed that, and they allowed the police to search their house, but nothing was found. A year later, D. Blalock was at the top of their list of suspects. He had targeted this type of crime before. He had previously targeted these children. Then her parents went to visit D in prison and asked him face to face if he had taken their daughter. He had denied it completely. And I forgot to mention that the time she disappeared was only 90 seconds, and she still is missing to this day. So kids, be careful where you go, and parents, always keep an eye on your children. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. I wish I had more to give, but that's it. Okay, before I go, I want to tell you that Kimber never felt guilty for several years, and she wishes that she never left her alone. But she knew it wasn't her fault. And remember what I said at the beginning of the video? She was one of 4 children. That means she and Kimber were the first 2 children. So I don't really know what happened to the other 2 siblings she had, but that's all I have to say. Okay, bye-bye.